There we go. All right. So, and of course, happy Thanksgiving to you guys since that's coming up. Happy fat guy holiday, you know. So,
Not true.
I'll show you not true, man. I'm gonna eat your weight in food. I would say I'm gonna eat my weight in food, but that'd be difficult. I can't eat 300 pounds. So
No way.
I I could. I'm not gonna undersell myself, I mean, especially if it was blueberry pie, I could do the hell out of that.
Tell that to
So
Morris.
my my identical twin. And the joke with this guy is he's a
Mhm.
big old black guy in Atlanta, and we call ourselves identical twins. So,
There it is.
but all right, boys, it's all
Well,
you. Take over. What you got for us?
I think the one big thing that we had was just getting the information. So we already kind of talked about that. Um, do we have a lot of updates to show, guys? I'm not actually aware of a lot of this sprint for us these past 2 weeks. We're sort of in the transition point now between the front end and the back end. Obviously, you've seen the last two sprints, we made a bunch of progress on designing the front end, the user interface, and how you interact with it. And so now that we're sort of trying to transition, we spent some time finding bugs or issues, things that didn't work quite as we expected them to. And instead of trying to find them and fix them in the exact same sprint, we are identifying them in this sprint. And then the next 2 weeks, which is our last sprint of the fall semester, is going to be spent fixing some of those bugs that we identified. So we identified a lot of things, and we are working on implementing the accessibility features of font sizing and dark mode. That's not quite ready for a full demo today, but
Yeah.
do we have some things that are ready for a full demo? Let me just pull up our
I
task
think
board.
I have the about page pulled up here. I don't know if anyone else had the chance to look at it, but
No, I think I was planning on reviewing that. I saw your pull request for it,
okay.
but I hadn't gotten a chance to get to that. Oh yeah, and then the other big things that we got done was more planning for the back end, not something that you see, but it was updating our database structure, our document structure for the database with the new attributes that we now know we need based on all the design that we did for the front end. So it's like, you make a plan on what we're going to have to store in the database. And then once we start actually doing the front end, we're like, oh, we also need this piece of data. We also need this piece of data. And so we had to update those database plans. So do you have the About Us page, Lou Frank, on your screen?
Yes, I do. I do. I have that. I can share that.
Okay.
There you go. You should be able to share it now.
Okay. So this is what we drafted so far. So let me just go back here from the profile page here, the profile tab, going into settings and about us, displays, um this page here. So here we
Oh,
have the mission. We have a picture of you, Zach, up here. We have a mission statement here. This is so this is something that if you want us to uh, uh change, we can do that too. But this is a mission statement we have here, and then we have this paragraph here of the mission statement continuing, and then In case people want to read more, there's this button here that you can click, and it takes you to the About Us
On the website.
portion, yeah, of the website, to read more about
I think that's
the
beautiful. Yeah.
website. And then the last part of the implementation was the family volunteer section here. Um, this is why I was asking the content. So we would put each person's picture, name, and bio down here. And I made this slide here. I only have three right now, so it would display each person's profile neatly and make sure it's organized. Obviously now we don't have, any data, so I put just placeholders and dummy text for now. Another question I had, and I think I didn't have a team yet, but do we want to add a contact me section or contact us section in the footer of the um of the about us page, or where can that be implemented? I just wanted to ask because usually, about us pages, they have a contact us section, so I wanted to know what your vision was for that.
I would just have it to where it would contact me
Mhm.
first, somewhere where they can contact me first. And then if they want to get a hold of, because I don't want a bunch of people like calling up Z and asking, just to ask him questions about the program when it's something that, if they want to contact Z for website ideas, that's perfect. But I don't want them, to contact him to say, hey, I see that in, 1984, you had one hell of a mullet. Zach had one hell of a mullet. Can we talk about that?
Right.
I don't want to talk like, anything
What do you
about that.
think? What do you think about putting similar to the icons in the partner tiles? How we have the web page, um, a Facebook link, an email link. Are you able? Can you go, Lou Frank, over to
Yeah.
partners? Go over to partners on the bottom and go to click on one. Click on Z. Yeah. And when it brings it up, you see it's got the phone, the website icon, the mail icon, the Facebook. Would you like a row of icons like that on the about page that links to the community pay it forward specific contact information?
Yeah, I think that would be great. That would give them more of an opportunity to, stay
Right,
within the company. So yeah, I think that's a
right.
great idea.
So, Lou Frank, if you go back to the About Us page, we can still have the read more button, but maybe we can find a spot on this page, maybe at the bottom, like the very bottom of the screen as a footer, and we can just
Yeah.
have a row of icons for all of the contact methods that we have for Community Pay It Forward. So I don't know specifically what all of those various contact methods are. You'd probably have to give those to us, Zach, whatever you want us to be able to link: phone number, email, YouTube, website. We could do website, obviously. But all of that kind of stuff, if you provide those links to Lou Frank, we could put those icons in and make it look nice.
Yeah, you can kidnap any of those links off of this, which is my card, my card. All of our socials are on there. I'm going to be working on getting a TikTok because apparently that's something to do. And since we do a lot of things with videos, it's probably a pretty damn smart thing to do. So, but yeah, all of my information, like all of the company's Facebook page, we got out of the X universe because, I don't like big mouth people. Um, except for me, I feel challenged. But yeah, all the other information is there. I am trying to find a way to condense the two YouTube channels to where we've only got one, but finding it difficult to do that. I need to get in there and find out if it's the same people following both channels and then just get rid of one or what I have to do. That's something I need to work on. But right now I would say, just utilize any of those. And if you need anything else, because I mean that you've got my calendar, you've got my email, you've got everything on there.
Gotcha. We'll make sure to do that.
Mike, you're on mute.
Thanks. We'll be sure to do all of that. And then I guess last thing, Raj, do you have the ability to pull up a simulator on your device?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
I got dev
you?
set up.
Okay. Well, are you able to do it on a different branch than dev? If
mean
not,
by
it's
that?
not a huge deal. I could also hold my phone. But I don't have this is on my Windows device and I don't have an
Which branch
emulator.
you want me to share?
241 accessibility features.
Oh, okay, I got that ready.
Okay.
One sec.
So Rylan is working on the dark mode features, and I'm working on the font resizing. So an interesting problem that we're having to solve here is that a lot of these things are built into phones at the operating system level.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to your phone and adjust the font size
Right.
for everything via the operating system, the accessibility menu. And that's also how you can use the screen reader functionality where you tap on something and it reads out what it is and what it does. So like for buttons in the app, we've already put labels in that describe what they do for someone that's using a screen reader at the operating system level. The problem with and not really the problem, but a challenge with supporting accessibility at that level is, for instance, our app, go ahead and hit proceed as, whenever you're ready.
Oh,
You might have to, oh yeah, there you go.
yeah.
I do that all the time too.
Gotta take a little longer then.
So, on the home screen, we have Community Pay It Forward as the title above the picture right now. And we size that to be the right size to display on the screen. But then when you go in at the operating system level and turn the font all the way to the max, it upsizes that until it doesn't fit in the space that we designed it to fit in, right? And so a lot of the styling that we're intentionally designing can get totally changed by the operating system adjusting the font sizes. And so what we did was we put a toggle button in the accessibility menu under profile settings, and then accessibility. So there's a toggle here where you can enable large font, and within the app, that bumps up the font size. So if you leave that toggle on and go back to other pages, the font size will be bigger on everything by about 20%. But you see that the Community Pay It Forward title is still on one page there. So if you go back, Raj, when you use the simulator, do you have access to like the settings menu and everything? Can you turn on accessibility?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I can put more fifth in it if I want to. Just trying it out first.
No, go to search for accessibility instead of fonts.
It's good, actually. Yeah. It's a little watered down, but yeah.
You mean fizz wise?
Yeah. Maybe a little more.
And
So,
then display and text size, and then Where's a font? Larger text. And then you can swipe it all the way to the right. So this is gonna blow up the font size on everything, and it'll re-render. And you see, like, it does all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. It breaks.
But some things that we're doing to take care of this. On every page that has content, we're putting in a scrollable section. So if it enlarges it greater than can be displayed on just the screen, you can just scroll through it. So now if you go on the profile, go to profile settings. Oh, I don't have one there.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
go to personal information then. Sorry. No, you're fine. You can leave it.
Oh, okay.
Leave it up and just go to personal information. There you go. So this one will have one now. So even though it's all blown up, it still is able to be navigated. And you also notice that the title, the banners on the top, the account right there is not enlarged. So
Right.
you can say for certain things, do not follow the OS recommendations to enlarge. So I'm probably going to do that for some things like those titles. You also see the tiles at the very bottom. I didn't enlarge those because those also have pictographs that go with them. And for instance, on certain pages, the buttons now, you can't see what the buttons say. So if you go to events, the calendar button, or the partners page, the partners filter and mission partner, like you can't see the entirety of that text. So those I have not like locked down to prevent the OS from adjusting them. But that's what's the way that we're approaching accessibility for right now. What do you think about that? About having it within the app, so that it's sort of like the idea was that we would sort of encourage people to use the in-app accessibility toggle. But I think there are a lot of people out there who just use their phone with that slider, over to the right. Maybe not all the way over to the right, but just for every app, they have it set over in a larger font. And so we wanted to be able to support that.
See, my opinion on this, and take of it as you will, offering that extra help to people. It's better to have the offering to help them than not having it there, So I mean, they can go on the app, and that way they don't have to go all the way back to their settings and
Right.
and this is just showing that we as a group really do care about their needs. And so I think it's fantastic. I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate all the work that you're doing to make this all fit, but I think what you're doing is, I think you're on the right track. But I really think that just offering that accessibility part is going to prove a lot.
Okay.
So by the way, I love the address. The address is awesome. 1234 Yellow Brick Road or whatever that is. Fantastic. I'm from Kansas, guys, so that's awesome.
All right. Well, I will keep working on that, making sure that it looks, I think it's difficult to make it look perfect on all font sizes. I think the goal is going to be to make it look good on the regular font size, great on the regular font size, good on the enlarged font, and readable with the like maxed out operating system level. We don't want it to be something that a user is unable to use the app. Like we certainly want them to be able to still use it. So
Yeah. Well, like I said, I really do. I believe that just offering that as an option is so important. And it really that we're trying to, that we care. And I think you're on the right track, and whatever we can't do, we'll address it. You know, I mean, accessibility isn't the easiest thing in the world to deal with for everybody. And there's always going to be somebody who's going to complain about something, you know, regardless. But
Always. Yep.
so yeah, but I love it, man. I think that is I really do. I think that proves a lot. And Z and I both belong to groups that preach accessibility relentlessly. And I think this is something I've never seen on another app. So I think it's awesome.
All right. Good. Cool. Well, we'll keep working on that. Was there anything else that anyone had that they wanted to show, or any questions that anyone had?
Yeah, I'm dev ready, so if anyone wants to show off anything that's been pushed into dev.
Think that was
Going once.
what we had in dev.
Yeah.
That's on it. Okay.
So everything else was just kind of like clean up.
All right, I guess. Did you say that there's something you wanted to show, or is it?
Are you talking to Rylan?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh no, everything else was just like bug
Okay.
bug fixes and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just small bug finds. So
All right.
cool.
Well, hey guys, again, there's anything that we can do for you, please let us know. You both have, we will get you that information. We will get you the a couple other bios. We'll get that to you. I'll try to get the other three to you guys as soon as possible. But again, from the bottom of my heart, man, you guys are doing amazing. You really are. And it's encouraging and people are getting excited and we want to thank you for, you know, myself, my team, my partners. We're all getting excited about what this could mean for this. So, but and if there's anything that you guys need from me, feel free to reach out.
Sounds good. All
Amazing.
right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll reach out next week. Again, probably won't need a meeting next Thursday.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Oh, good. Then let's definitely not meet on Thanksgiving. Yeah, good reminder. So then I will plan on the Thursday after that. Are you guys free, or do you have your?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's only
Cool.
the
All right.
second Thursday of every month, guys, is the one that we're
Okay.
the second Thursday of every month is the one. And again, you guys are more than welcome to join us on that because that could be something that you guys can take and you know start looking for, you know, future career projects. You know, you just
What
come in
link
and tell
is? Well,
what's
I'm
that?
sorry. I'm sorry. What link is that at? Do you have a?
I'll send it to you. I'll
Okay.
send it. I'll put it in the program. But yeah, it's the same link every time. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just a networking thing to where you can come in, you can tell people what you've worked on, what you're doing, and we'll just we'll just be introducing you guys as a part of our program. So, because
Cool.
as I told Raj, as I offered Raj to, you guys, and this is up to you each individually, but I'd love to see you guys and your bios on my program because you know what? You guys are part of my team. That's the way I see it. This wouldn't be happening without you. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you guys want to put your bios on there as part of the team, as part of the family, by God, do it. Okay? Feel free to do it because you guys are a huge part of what we're doing. Bigger than you'll probably ever know. So, and it'll help with any, you know, it'll help that you're showing, you know, volunteering to do good in the community. So, but If each of you has your own decision, if you want to come up with your own bio, throw your headshot in there and then send it to us so we can put it in on the website as well. So as long as your school doesn't have any problems doing that, I don't. So, because like I said,
So-
this wouldn't be happening without you guys.
Sounds good. All
So-
right.
But
Bravo.
happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen. Enjoy the food. I know I will. I got my granddaughters coming this weekend, so I get to eat a lot of stuff twice. Which is, yeah, there you go, Z. See,
No
I'd be
offense for
like I'd be
vegan,
like one
sorry.
of those guys in one of those cash machines if that was going in, grabbing for all the turkey legs. So, but anyway, thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
Let's,
Sounds
we'll
good. We'll
talk
see
in
you.
2
Thank you.
weeks.
See you next time. Yeah. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
Thank
you.
you.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Great
guys.
job. Gobble gobble.